So good day again, STEM learners. This is the second part of our remedial lesson. Now, for those who are in the SPC or for those who are absent and for those who hasn't yet reviewed during their December vacation. So this is your remediation. So tapos na tayo dun sa first learning objective natin, dun sa naunang video lesson. Na-discuss na natin yung domain, range, at saka yung graph ng 6 different circular functions natin. Magpo-proceed tayo dito sa may second objective natin. This time, i-define naman natin yung amplitude, tsaka yung period, at paano ba tayo gumawa ng interpretation ng phase shift. And then, later, magpo-proceed tayo dito sa ating third objective. That is another video lesson. So let's talk about the shifting of the graph of y is equal to a sine bx and y is equal to a cosine bx. So notice that our trigonometric function has a coefficient a. So kapag sinabi natin coefficient, yun yung number before the trigonometric function. And then yung angle natin na x, possible din na magkaroon siya ng coefficient. So the coefficient of the angle is b, while the coefficient of the function itself is a. So magkaiba yung mga values niya. Tignan natin kung ano ba yung nagiging effect ni a sa sine function at ano naman yung nagiging effect ni b kapag nilagyan natin yung angular measure ng b sa may sine and cosine function. So using a table of values from 0 to 2 pi, we can sketch the graph of 3 sine x and compare it to the graph of y is equal to sine x. So nang papansin niyo nagdagdag tayo ng 3 dun sa tabi ng sine x function. So what did you notice on the graph? So the original function is y is equal to 3 sine x. Yun yung ating dotted line na graph. So anong napansin niyo dun sa may graph? Parang nag-stretch siya, no? Tumaas yung ating Dati, ang range natin ay hanggang 1 lang at saka -1, which are both our maximum and minimum value. Pero what did you notice about the maximum and minimum value? Nung naging y is equal to sine 3x na siya. So tumaas yung max value natin. Ang max value natin naging 3, ang minimum value natin naging -3. So yun yung effect ni a, no, kapag idinadagdag natin siya sa sine function. So notice din, ito yung y is equal to sine x. Pag naman nilagyan na natin siya ng coefficient na a equals 3, so magiging siyang y is equal to 3 sine x. So ito yung pattern na sinusundan natin, no? Y is equal to a sine x, wherein a is equal to 3. Tingnan niyo yung kanyang dati 1, ngayon naging 3 na siya. Huh? Yung dating -1 naging -3. Ganun din yung mangyayari dun sa mga values. -1.5. Yung dito natin. Galing yun kay -0.5. So na-triple siya, in short. So, using the table of values from 0 to 2 pi, mapapansin nyo nga na kung yung dati, yung range of value natin is from -1 to 1. Ngayon, ano na siya? Pag naglagay tayo ng coefficient na a dun sa tabi ng sine x function, ang range nyo ay magiging -a, a. So, yun yung pattern natin. So, kung halimbawa, gawin ko siyang y is equal to 5 sine x. So, ano magiging range nyo nun? Siyempre, magiging range nyo from -5 to 5. Parang ganun lang yon. So, ang pattern na sinusundan natin is -a, 8. So, yun ang ating a effect. In general, the graphs of y is equal to a sine x and a cosine x, na-apply din siya sa cosine, ha? When a is greater than 0, it means 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. no? As the graphs of y is equal to sin x and y is equal to cosine x respectively, no? Mag-same shape lang sila pero tataas lang yung kanyang range. No? Same lang din kapag naman a is less than 0 naman, it will just be a reflection across the x-axis. Kapag negative sign siya, magiging reflection lang siya. Ayun, ano naman ang effect ni A? Yung A na yon ay tinatawag natin siyang amplitude. It dictates yung height. So napapansin niyo yung graph ng sine function at cosine function, tumataas yung height niya. No? So the amplitude is actually the height of the curve itself. No? So kapag ang A daw natin ay less than 1, it will shrink vertically. Pero kapag ang A natin is greater than 1, it will stretch vertically. Actually, stop share ko siya. What if mag-try tayo ng Desmos function? Open ko yung Desmos app, graphing calculator. So we will be comparing yung ating function na y is equal to sin x gamit yung ating Desmos app. Halimbawa, yan. So ang original function natin, for example, is y is equal to sin x. So yan. So yung red function natin, ayan yung y is equal to sin x. So magdadagdag tayo ng amplitude, which is a. Halimbawa, ang dadagdag ko 4 sin x. So notice na ang original range natin ay from 1 to -1. Pero pansinin ninyo ang range ng y is equal to 4 sin x. Ayan, 4 na siya. -4 yung y value natin. Ayan, 4 tsaka -4. So, ito yung sinasabi nating kapag ang a mo ay greater than siya sa 0, no? Stretch siya vertically, no? Ayun, paano naman yung sinasabi doon sa statement kanina na if your a, no, ay less than 0 pero it's greater than 0 but less than 1. No? Bawa, y, mga example nito, mga mga proper fraction. Halimbawa, 1/2. Test natin yung 1/2. Yan, 1/2. Sin x. So, tanggalin ko muna yung 4, So, tignan niyo, ito yung original function natin, yung red. Tapos, yung ating value na between 0 and 1, which is 1/2, no? Bumaba yung naging 0.5 at saka 5. So, nag-shrink siya vertically yung ating graph. So, tandaan, kapag nagiging, halimbawa, 3/4 siya. Yan. Proper fraction pa din yan. No? So, yung original function natin is nag-shrink pa rin siya vertically. Pero, what if, siya? 5/4. So, syempre, more than 1 na siya. So, siya? Mag-stretch naman siya kasi improper fraction. So, sa improper fraction, hindi na siya between 0 and 1. Kaya, pa rin siya? So, mag-stretch naman siya. So, ang mga pinag-uusapan lang natin na numbers between 0 and 1, halimbawa, yun, 3/5. Ganun. So, automatic, mag-shrink yung graph mo. Pero kapag 5/3, mag-stretch yung graph mo kasi more than 1 na siya. So, yun yung sinasabi ng ating Desmos app. Okay, so stop share ko na muna. Balik tayo dun sa may presentation natin. Share ko lang ulit yung screen. So, ulitin natin. When your A is less than 1, no, ibig sabihin, mag-shrink vertically yung ating graph. No? Yun yung, actually, between 0 and 1 yan. No? Pag naman greater than 1 siya, mag-stretch naman vertically yung ating graph. That is the effect of our amplitude A. No? So regardless of the sign, whether positive or negative yan, kasi it's just a mere reflection of the graph, kinukuha lang natin yung absolute value ng A. No? Whether negative or positive man yan, the amplitude will still have an effect on the graph. Let us consider the values of y is equal to sine 2x naman. So what did you notice? Nagdagdag naman tayo ng value dun sa angle, no? Sa tabi ng angle. So meron ng coefficient si x, meron tayong 2 pi. Tawag natin sa may value na yan is b. So our b is equal to 2. So tingnan natin yung magiging effect niya kapag natin yung value. So ayan yung value ni sine 2x. Anong napansin niyo sa graph? Yung red mark, shrink siya horizontally. Diba? Lumiit yung graph natin. Yung red part ng graph, nag-shrink siya. So notice na bumaba yung na-generate na periodic values from 0 to 2 pi ay naging 0 to pi radians na lang. Naging 180 degrees na lang yung repetitive and cyclic nature niya. So based on the table of values and the graph, it is expected na yung values ng y is equal to sine 2x will repeat after pi units na lang, hindi na siya after 2 pi. So yung original function natin na y is equal to sine x, nagre-repeat siya every 2 pi radians. Pero yung nilagyan na natin siya ng twice ng angle, which is y is equal to sine 2x, naging pi radians na lang yung ating period. So nagbago yung period natin. So in short, pabaligtad yung effect ni B. Kapag ang B natin ay greater than sa 1, mag-shrink horizontally yung graph natin. Pero kapag ang B natin is between 0 and 1, meaning fractional siya na proper fraction, mag-stretch yung graph naman natin horizontally. Yung period naman natin ay nasusolve natin gamit ang formula na 2 pi divided by the absolute value ng P. Hindi siya katulad sa amplitude. Amplitude lang talaga siya. Okay, next tayo. Purahin lang natin yung nakasulat. Ayan. So let's have example na muna using the Desmos app. Punta tayo ulit ng Desmos. Tignan natin yung effect ng B kay cosine naman. Kasi either sine or cosine ang gamitin. Ganun pa din naman yung magiging value. So makita nyo, ayan ang ating cosine function. Makita nyo sa may graph. So lalagyan natin siya ng coefficient. Bawa 3x. Yan. So from the original graph, nag-shrink horizontally yung ating graph. Pero ano naman po yung mangyayari kapag fraction yan? Halimbawa, gawin natin siyang cosine 1/3. Yan, proper fraction yan. X, no? Lalagyan natin ng X. Notice na nag-stretch naman horizontally yung ating graph. From the original y is equal to cosine x, mag-stretch siya. Yan, yung black part natin. So, yan yung effect naman ng B. Baligtad siya, no? O, i-summarize natin, ha? Kapag ang A natin greater than siya sa 1, no? Anong nangyayari sa graph natin? Nag-shrink siya vertically or horizontally. So, vertical yung articulation yung nangyayari sa atin, no? Pag naman between, B muna tayo, no? Yung B. So, yung kapag ang B natin ay greater than 1, nag-shrink siya. Horizontally. Pero kapag ang B natin ay between 0 and 1, nag-stretch siya. And stretch horizontally. Kapag ang A natin ay greater than sa 1, baligtad yung effect. Mag-stretch. Mag-stretch siya vertically. Kapag ang A natin ay between 0 and 1, meaning proper fraction siya, mag-shrink naman siya. Shrink vertically. Yan, tandaan nyo lang yung mga yan, ha? So, ganyan tayo mag-interpret ng function. Mag-example tayo. Determine the period and the amplitude of the following. Y is equal to 2 sine x. No? And given our A is 2, that is our B naman is 4. So ang amplitude natin, ang formula na ginagamit natin is absolute value ng A. So the absolute value of 2 is 2. So our amplitude ngayon is 2. Kasi always positive yan. For the period, we will use the formula 2 pi over the absolute value of B. So we have 2 pi over the absolute value of 4. In lowest term, that is 1/2, no? Or pi over 2 radians. No? So every pi over 2, nagkakaroon tayo ng repetitive and cyclic nature. So yan yung graph niya. So kailangan alam niyo siyang interpret. The graph will stretch vertically and will shrink horizontally. No? So nag-stretch siya vertically because of the A value, no? Na 2. At nag-shrink naman siya horizontally because of the value of B, which is 4. So yung vertical effect natin ay nasa A at ang horizontal effect natin ay nasa B. So dito naman, A is -3 and our B is 1/2. Amplitude is the absolute value ng A, so that is the absolute value of -3. So that will be 3. Period naman, we have 2 pi over the absolute value of B. So we have 2 pi over the absolute value of 1/2. So meron tayong 2 pi over 1/2 is equal to 2 pi times 2. Kunin yung reciprocal ng 1/2 eh. So magiging 2. So our period is 4 pi radians. So uulit pa lang yung graph niya every 4 pi radians. No? So yun yung effect ni 1/2. No? Nag-stretch siya, no? Horizontally. Okay. So the graph will both stretch vertically kasi ang A nga natin ay 3, no, ang amplitude natin. At ang B naman natin ay fraction na proper, kaya mag-stretch naman siya horizontally. Next example, y is equal to 1/2 sine -2/3 x. No? So ang A natin ay 1/2, ang B natin ay -2/3. Kunin natin yung absolute value ng A. So syempre, the absolute value of a positive number is 1/2 pa din. Per period, we have 2 pi over the absolute value of B. 2 pi, kukunin natin yung -2/3. Get the reciprocal, so that is positive na siya, no? Magiging 3 halves. No? So 2 pi times 3 halves will be 2 pi times 3 halves, maka-cancel yung 2, so the answer will be 3 pi. So ang ating phase shift of the graph will be, the graph will shrink vertically and will stretch horizontally. So may ano naman natin, number 4, y is equal to -5/3 sine 3x. Kung makita nyo, ang given natin ay -5/3. No? Ang B naman natin ay 3. To get the amplitude, the absolute value of A is -5/3. Kunin natin yung absolute value niyan. Siyempre, it will be +5/3. For the period, we have 2 pi over the absolute value of B. That's equal to 2 pi over the absolute value of 3. So it's negative. I mean 2 pi over 3 lang siya, radian. So every 2 pi over 3 radians, uulit yung ating graph. For the phase shift of the graph will stretch vertically and will shrink horizontally. So sa periodical examination, maraming lilitaw na ganyang items. So you really have to study them. Try nyo nga sagutan yung mga to. Items 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And so these are your exercises. Pero I'll be revealing shortly yung mga answers. No? Hindi ko na sila ipapaliwanag. I'll quickly show to you in the presentation how to get the correct answers. Yan. So kailangan ninyo pag-aralan yung mga yan, paano sila nakuha. No? Minsan, pwede kayong gumamit na, ayan, yung KFR, no? Keep, flip, and then reciprocal para makuha nyo yun sa period kasi division ang involved na operation. And then, huwag kakalimutan yung pag-i-interpret ng phase shift. Ayan. For item 6, so this is the amplitude. Napakadali lang yan. Kayang-kaya nyo to, guys. Ayan, 9 pi ang ating period. Ayan ang ating interpretation. I'll quickly give to you a rough solution of each example. And try nyo yung mga yan so that you could practice. So the graph will stretch vertically and horizontally. For item 8, yun yung given natin. Pi is equal to cosine negative 8 third x. Amplitude natin. For the period, yan. Paggamitan nyo ng KFR yan. Yan. The graph will not shift vertically. Bakit walang nangyaring shifting? So this is a different example kasi ang amplitude natin ay 1. No? Wala naman tayong dinagdag na A value. So walang effect. So ang interpretation nyo dyan is yung graph will not shift vertically. But it will shrink horizontally because the value of B is 8/3. No? 8/3 is an improper fraction, so therefore more than 1 yan. So it applies the shrinking of the graph horizontally. Medyo nakakalito yung 8, no? For item 9, ayan. Ayan yung ano natin, answers. KFR din yung ginamit for the period. So the graph will stretch vertically and will shrink horizontally. And so we're done with the second video lesson. I'll be recording another video lesson for the situational problems involving the domain, range, and graphs of circular function and application ng amplitude and period. Good day.